You got to stretch. Hi, thanks for joining us. We're here today at Olmos Pharmacy, one of our sponsors for this next segment. We're also sponsored by the Tube Amp Man and Space Tone Music. If you need any vintage guitars or any gear, make sure to check out Space Tone Music. Hope you enjoy this next segment and have a mimosa with us while we're at the show. Thanks.
And welcome back to Live from Olmos Pharmacy, All Music's Local. My name is Richard Diaz de Leon, and I'll be your host on this rainy afternoon. And I'm joined today with Scott Gale and Ron Young. But before we get to them, we want to remind you that right here in Olmos Pharmacy, you can get a great mimosa, like she said. You can get a wonderful glass of beer, a nice frothy glass of beer, and a nice milkshake. So for those of you that are still drinking dairy, this is the place to come. Next time you're in San Antonio, don't forget to put Olmos Pharmacy on your stop. Also, Space Tone Music, www.spacetonemusic.com for your vintage and even new guitar needs. Space Tone Music, www.spacetonemusic.com. Scott, you were telling us a minute ago that you're on. Yeah. And let's get you to pay a little more attention to get a little closer to the microphone there.
Okay.
But
you were never afraid before.
You were talking to us before about being in Hollywood, and share a little bit more about your experience there.
Well, it's a wonderful place. First of all, let me acknowledge my musical partner here, Ron Young.
Absolutely.
I usually don't mingle with the help, but I'm making an exception today.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you very much.
Anytime. He paid me.
Yeah.
And so, yes, Hollywood. I think I said once before, it's not enough for you to succeed, but your friends must fail.
Yeah,
It's a different kind of place. Where I lived in West Hollywood at one time, the garbage cans were in 3 languages: English, Spanish, and Russian. And then there are other places in town where there might be English, Spanish, and Tagalog, or English, Russian, and Korean, and it just depends where you're at. So it's very diverse. And it's different, and it's showbiz.
You know, it's fun. I've watched a lot of movies, and I'll go back and watch it with a commentary. And I was watching a movie called Red Belt by David Mamet, and
Yes.
with a commentary. And one of the parts in the movie, the main character, the hero, is approached by somebody from the movie business, and he comes home and he tells his wife, "Yeah, they want me to be a producer." And yeah, exactly, and that's the exact same.
And do you know what the hardest part about the job is?
What's that?
Getting a job.
Get it? Oh, sure.
Absolutely, that's it. And
That everybody is just so close,
it's very incestuous.
but it's also very far away. Everybody's really far away from success, from big success.
What shows did you work on, Scott?
Well, let's see. Thank you, Ron. At first, I was out there and playing gigs at night when I was lucky enough to, and I was a gopher for a production company that was doing soap and Benson and It's a Living, and I'm going, I'm a musician. And they'd say, be sure there's mustard on that sandwich. Yeah. And then one night I got them to come hear me play, and they said, oh, you're a musician. And they said, would you like a job in television? And they plugged me from the Great Unwashed, and then worked on the Golden Girls, every episode of that show.
Oh, wonderful.
And I was on camera a couple times. I was an Elvis impersonator along with Quentin Tarantino. I was the Elvis Wrangler, actually, the one with the guitar and the Golda Meir suit and Kurt Russell's hair. And
Quentin didn't get the gig, I guess.
Quentin was in the second row, and he was playing a 50s Elvis. And
Nice.
And I remember he said, how does the song go, Scott? How does the song go? And he gave me his card, and I still have it to this day. And when he became Quentin Tarantino, I called it, but the number had been changed.
Yeah,
Probably as soon as he handed you the card.
yeah. Well, that's a great story. Well, what are we going to play? What are we going to hear this time?
Oh, this song is called Amazing, because it's amazing. I went out with this girl, because I'm really not a lady killer, but I've mangled quite a few. So, I guess we should just do this song, right? Okay.
Where's Chris Rock when you need him?
I had a girlfriend, but she dumped me. I had a car, but it broke down. I had a dog, but it bit me, and my friends stopped coming around. I was down to my last dollar when I ran into you.
Ain't it amazing what a little love? Ain't it amazing what a little love? Ain't it amazing what a little love can do?
I had a fortune, but I spent it. Couldn't lose and couldn't win. Lived in an ivy-covered mansion till the roof caved in. I was
Down to my last dollar when I ran into you. Ain't it amazing what a little love? Ain't it amazing what a little love? Ain't it amazing what a little love can do? Here comes Elvis.
Little love and doctor, when you play just a make mistake. 100 people I employ.
Not one worked a lick.
Oh.
Ain't it amazing what a little love? Ain't it amazing what a little love? Ain't it amazing what a little love can do?
I had looks, but they faded, and my body went to sea. And all to say about my hairline is a comb I do not need. I was
Down to my last dollar when I ran into you. Ain't it amazing what a little love? 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 Ain't it amazing what a little love can do?
Hi, hope you enjoyed that. Today we're here at Olmos Pharmacy, one of our sponsors. Make sure to come stop by and check them out for brunch or for one of the evenings. There's music pretty much every night here at Olmos Pharmacy, so come check it out. Also, we're sponsored by Space Tone Music and the Tube Ant Man. Stick around, we'll be back for one more segment.